How's it going, everyone? Bass here. So just a couple days ago, it was reported that the Packers will indeed not bring back punter Corey Bojorquez, who obviously they required in trade last year. I thought he had a decent year. He started strong, but then really started to struggle at the end of the year, become wildly inconsistent in the cold, and also wasn't really a good holder in terms of holding on field goals. But today, the Packers have found their new punter. They have signed former Bear punter Pat O'Donnell. It was put out this morning by Tom Pelissero, and the tweet states, "The Packers are signing former Bears punter Pat O'Donnell per source." And the Green Bay Packers did sign him to a 2-year, $4 million contract, which is 11th best in the NFL for all punters for average per year. And if we look at his deal real quick, in 2022, his cap hit is $1.6 million, and in 2023, his cap hit is $2.3 million. And they have an easy out in 2023, so if it doesn't go well this year, they'll just cut him after that. Now, in terms of stats, Pat O'Donnell was 15th this year in yards per attempt at 46.2. He was 27th in net yards at 38.5 and 28th at hang time at 4.09. All of these stats are lower than what Corey Bojorquez had with the Packers last year. Now, the one edge he does have over Corey Bojorquez is he's punted in the cold his entire career. He was drafted by the Bears in the 6th round in 2014, and he's been there ever since. So obviously, he knows how to kick in the cold, and also he's a very solid holder for field goals. Cario Santos, the last 2 years, 56 of 62, and both the weather and holding were both weaknesses of Corey Bojorquez. But Pat O'Donnell has only been top 10 in yards per attempt or net yards only once in his entire career, and that was he was 8th in yards per attempt in 2017. So maybe the Packers are seeing something I don't or we don't, but he's been an average at best punter his entire career. But hey, if he can hold field goal snaps correctly and allow Mason Crosby, which seems like he will be our kicker this year, to, get good kicks off, that's a good start. But the Packers also need to address long snapper. In my eyes, Steven Virtel is still on the roster, but he was a terrible long snapper last year, in my opinion, one of the worst in the league. I mean, constantly skipping balls off the ground on punts, high snaps on field goals. So in that sense, they need to address that as well, whether that be in the draft or free agency. But they need to do that as well in order to, I would say, fix the special teams in terms of field goals and punts. But that's all I have for you guys in this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'm not too intrigued by the signing. I think there was some better options out there or in the draft, which they still could potentially draft a punter and have an open competition here. They don't really lose much money if they were to even cut him before the season even started. They're only going to have $950,000 in dead money, and they'll save $675,000. So, it's not a guarantee that Pat O'Donnell even is our punter this year. Even though it is a 2-year deal, they could still, like I said, draft someone or sign a free agent still, and then have an open competition, which I think they should have. But let me know in the comments down below if you do like this signing. But on that note, I'll catch you on the next one, and as always, go Pack Go.